Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only in champs swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in the prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with Minds. What's up, everybody? What's up, motherfuckers?
What up?
It's a Saturday night edition. Welcome to the Pressure Podcast. Let's get
Give
it.
me a hell yeah!
Coming to you on a day where Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard make the Hall of Fame. Once a Nick, always a Nick. So congratulations. And we're coming to you on a day after the Chargers won. Let's just leave it like that. The Chargers won.
Be cool, nigga.
I don't have much good to say about it because it's week 1. They're divisional rivals. A lot of false starts. So my prediction was a false start. Is all it was. Just a false start. It's gonna happen. It's just got delayed because the Chargers are not nowhere near as good as it looked like yesterday. I mean, I saw the game. I saw the highlights. I didn't get to see the game, but it looked like the crowd don't even know what was going on. They were just screaming, just to scream. So it was one of those games where I don't like that shit. I don't like how they go over there for.
I love how they said, oh, this is the home game for the Chargers. The Chargers, they gotta have a home game in Brazil where everybody is cheering for the team that just went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Come on, man, that doesn't even make sense.
I propose an idea. I think what they should do is they put the Pro Bowl. They should put it in those countries. In Germany 1 year, France in 1 year.
It's a good idea.
Uganda
That's
1
a
year.
great idea.
Rio in 1 year. That way, you could put some of their stars, their soccer players like Neymar, and put them at wide receiver or something, so they could see what it is that we root for, because they don't understand the game whatsoever. They don't. Most of the world don't even understand the game.
That's true.
There's some. I'm not saying that
They
they
probably
don't.
thought soccer. They were about to have a soccer match.
Yeah, because I travel, and everywhere I travel, they have a place where you could watch boxing fights, you could watch football, you could watch basketball, you could watch baseball. So obviously, it's out there. It's not as prominent as it is here, obviously in the USA. But yeah, it just seems like it's much ado of nothing. But without further ado, we are live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Cole.
What's up, guys?
We are rated M for millennials.
What's up,
Pressure Podcast is on midnights, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Only at Pressure Podcast Live on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment. We want to hear your takes. So much so that we are the podcast where viewer has say. If you have a webcam, we'll send you a web link so we could put you on a little screen back there and you could talk your shit. All right. So today is Savage Saturday. Chiefs are a punchline. That's the headlines right now. Chiefs are a punchline. Everybody's just trashing on them in the memes. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, just giving it to the Chief fans out there that have been talking shit for the last few years. You know what I'm saying? Deservedly so. But everybody's taking their hammers out on the Chiefs. It's all over Twitter. We're going to recap the Chiefs and Chargers game. We're also going to make our week 1 predictions.
They don't win their down.
Yep. And we're going to unleash the players under pressure. Obviously, there's only been 2 games so far, so there's no need to make a new tower ranking because not much has changed since the last week. So this week, we won't do tower rankings. Mortal Kombat inspired, I know.
Cool, nigga.
But we do have the return of the gravity room and players under pressure.
Give me a hell yeah!
Today we have players under pressure. Let's see who can withstand the gravity room and the pressure that's upon them for week 1. Because week 1 is it's like America. It's the land of opportunity. Week 1, everybody is hopeful to make the Super Bowl, right? And before shits come crashing down, and they wake up, realize they're heading to an NFL draft. So to go with the headlines, we're gonna go with the first topic, which is to recap Friday Night Football. Chargers beat the Chiefs 27-21. And my first question is this good Herbert or is this bad Chiefs defense or offense or a mixture of all?
A little of both, but like you said, since it's so premature because it's the first game, like you said.
Yeah.
You also explained how there's a lot of teams that are gonna have a lot of rust coming out. So I think it had a little bit to do with the rust because we ain't never seen Justin Herbert play this good. Let's just put it. I just say it like that.
Goddamn white boy.
I saw the highlights. It looked like some of the easiest throws I ever seen on a Chiefs defense. Is this a sign of the issues for Kansas City though? Because I mean, it's only one game, but that's now 2 in a row in the Super Bowl now, where
The secondary does look suspect, but at the same time, a defense isn't built just in 1 week, so it's gonna have its flaws. We'll see what happens.
Now, I already know because I'm one of the proponents of divisional rivals. Don't discredit the fact that that the Chargers know how to play Kansas City. They see them twice a year, and they're used to their formations. They're used to their looks. They're used to their tempo and energy, and their styles and methods. So I can expect a close game. I just didn't expect the Chargers to score 27 points. I didn't think they would score 20. They proved me wrong. However, it's either a sign of issues for me for Kansas City, because I didn't see anything special out of Herb except, a few throws here and there, but none of them, the touchdowns were crazy throws. They were too easy for Kansas City Chiefs.
He has weapons.
Secondary. I've never seen the secondary look that bad.
You got McConkey. You got a veteran in Keenan Allen. I mean, he's got the weapons.
Yeah, so you guys play him next week. So I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a good
let's see.
measuring.
Let's see if it continues the trend of the secondary on Chiefs end, and I hope it does continue. I hope it does continue all the way till the Ravens do. I want to see us blow them out one time. You know what I'm saying? Just to put that on the resume. So I mean, look at this. The total yards is probably the same. 50 yards difference. Passing yards. 250 basically to 360. Oh no, to 304. And then rushing yards, neither one of us could rush very good. 98 to 90, it's okay. 18 to 22 first downs.
That's my only thing.
10 to 6 penalties.
King Jamie explained to me why you guys did not run the ball.
Yeah.
You guys between both running backs, each had 5 carries. That's not enough. And then I feel like they kept putting the ball, as you can see, he threw 39 times. They kept putting the ball in his hand. And even though we love Mahomes, he hasn't shown efficiency during the season, regular season. He's a little better in the playoffs, but I think that has a lot to do with the defense and him getting another chance and then another chance to do something because he's on the field a lot. But I haven't.
It's not very often when you see them lead in penalties or lose time of possession.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare. I mean, these guys got out yarded, out possessed, more first downs, less penalties. They played a cleaner game than you, and that's very, very.
Well, there you go. I see that. I can tell.
So, my boy King Jamie, who's in the house, welcome to the Predators Podcast, brother. Says that he did tell Andy Reid to run the ball, but he don't listen to him. That's okay. I mean, John Harbaugh don't listen to me. I tell him to run the ball, and sometimes he doesn't listen. Just doesn't listen. Mahomes is 24-39. It's okay. 258 yards, 2 TDs, 1 rushing, and Herbert 25 for 34, which is pretty okay. 318 and 3 TDs. None of them had a turnover. Mahomes overthrew a lot of people, and then he underthrew Hollywood. Would have been a touchdown. And Herbert overthrew McConkey, but he settled down after that, for what I saw. But to me, there's nothing to do with nothing, because the win change your view on the Chargers in any way? How about you, King Jamie? Did the win change how you view the Chargers? Do you see them any more dangerous than you saw them before the game?
Maybe their defense surprised me a little bit. Maybe their defense. A little bit. I wouldn't say like, because the offense I expected it because of the weapon he added. Adding Keenan Allen was big for them. Like that's a security blanket for Justin Herbert to throw to when he gets into trouble. That nigga damn near is always open. So there's that. But when it comes to like their defense, I thought their defense stepped up big time in this game.
I honestly don't give a fuck for right now, just because it's week 1. I expect teams to be sloppy and the good teams to be sloppy, and the bad teams to play better than they normally play. And since I think the Chargers are on the lesser teams and the Chiefs are one of the better teams, I am not surprised this happened. I just didn't think the Chargers will actually win. It didn't come down to a last-minute drive like I wanted to, because then you will see Justin Herbert choke like he normally does. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that I came in there thinking that I'm not going to be able to see the Chargers defense for real because of the deficit of weapons on the Chiefs side. They don't have Rashee Rice, who's suspended for some bullshit, and what's his name? Xavier Worthy is not the kind of guy that's going to be an X receiver. To me, he's a slot receiver kind of dude, gadget guy.
Too small.
Hollywood could be an X, but Hollywood was the only one out there, literally. Travis Kelce and Hollywood can't be the only guys to take Kansas City to the AFC Championship game because they're not going to get through. So,
sometimes when you're small and like speedy like that, and you bump into a guy who's 300 pounds, it's not gonna go well for you. So
yeah. So to me, this is unless I saw Rashee Rice out there with Hollywood and Travis Kelce, I would love to have seen that. What do you say?
He said that at least they weren't spitting.
At least they weren't spitting. No, they probably were just on the sidelines. I'd spit. I don't give a fuck. If somebody spits in my field on my banner night and you're a Cowboy, fuck you.
So in the Florida game, somebody else just did that.
But he was pissed off because he was losing to an inferior team by a mile. It shouldn't be like that in his own house. You should be ashamed of yourself when that shit happens. I don't like losing to inferior teams in my house. I don't like it. I hated when the Ravens did it with the Raiders last year. That was a thorn on my side all year. I didn't like that. Especially because we were winning the entire game, so the referees bailed them the fuck out. Especially Brandon Stevens, but we don't have him anymore. Thank the good Lord. Thank the good Lord. Fuck Brandon Stevens.
You don't have to worry about that no more.
Nah. But you know, shit is like I said. The bad teams start shitty and the good teams start better when Quentin Johnson catches 2 touchdown passes, okay, and has a feast out there. Because I'm not betting money. I'm betting money that he ain't gonna be able to do that for the rest of the season. That's what I would bet. If you're gonna bet on him and you scooped him up on fantasy football, I think you'll be sadly disappointed. I think so, sadly disappointed, because I don't think Quentin Johnson can just fix his hands like that out of nowhere. Or maybe he's gonna be the first one ever, right? No one's ever done it until someone does it.
I'm gonna tell, but I mean, he's a big wide receiver, so he could have, a good season. But I'm not thinking like Brian Thomas Jr. type of season or anything like that.
No,
nothing like that.
Cool, nigga.
Or what's the other one?
Yeah.
What's the other guy's name from Neighbors? I don't know.
King Jamie, what do you think about
that type of wide receiver.
what do you think about your O line? Do you think your O line is sufficient to run the football and pass protect for Mahomes? Because I saw Mahomes take off a lot of times in that game. Or is it because there was nobody open? I don't know. I couldn't see the all 22. We got to wait on that. But does that mean that either the O line was bad, there was no receivers open?
King Jamie, I think that was the worst. I think that was the worst part of the offense was your offensive line. I'm sorry.
That's one thing I question, because you guys look like you have issues right now. But obviously, like I said, it's week 1. Let's see. But that's two games in a row.
He is a rookie. I ain't gonna lie
2 games in a row.
But the other guy, Juwan Taylor, yeah, he got to go, man. I don't think he needs to be on that team.
Juwan Taylor.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, you guys' O line has issues. Your secondary looks like it has issues. And right now you have no passing game because Rashee Rice is out and Hollywood Brown
And
Travis
by the
Kelce ain't
way,
enough.
Butker missed an extra point.
I know that. I saw that. It was just not going their way. It just wasn't the Chiefs' way.
Yeah, it was one of those.
But watch.
We'll see.
However, they play Eagles next week and they play us in 2 weeks.
They'll be 0-2 by next week. So then
They got you week 2, us week 4. Is it conceivably possible that they start the season 1-3 or 0-4?
By the way, Jalen Carter is playing in that game. They not suspending him.
Oh, jeez.
Be cool, nigga.
That's some good news for Philadelphia. All right, let's get to the next topic, shall we?
He said laces out. That's funny as well.
Laces out. All right, let's get to the next topic. Let's get to our week 1 slate. Okay, here we're going to do our week 1 slate. So up here you'll see all the teams that are playing.
I love how you said one of y'all because you know they ain't beat both of us.
Yeah. So week 1 predictions. Let's run it off in a little bit different, okay? Right now we're going to talk expectations. So the 1 o'clock games, you got Tampa Bay versus Atlanta in Atlanta, but Tampa Bay is favored by a point, 2.5, so basically a field goal. After that, you got the Cincinnati Bengals at Cleveland. After that, you got the Dolphins and the Colts. Meanwhile, the Panthers and the Jaguars face off. So you have a few divisions there in Tampa, Cincinnati, and the Panthers. They're all facing divisional opponents on the road. Then you got the Las Vegas Raiders going to New England. I still call them Oakland. You see that just rolled off the tongue like that for me. Cardinals go to New Orleans. New Orleans is going to be crazy as always. Pittsburgh's in New York,
It's all good, bro.
and the Giants are in Washington. All right. So what do you expect, brother? We're gonna take turns here. Big pause. What do you expect for week 1?
I expect Burrow to air that shit out. I expect Burrow to have one of those. He's gonna have a great year again. T. Higgins is healthy, surprisingly. I mean, that's big for them. And then I expect their defense to give up points.
What about their O-line?
I still think that's Burrow, man. Burrow gets it done with or without an O-line. I get what you're saying, but
Myles
when
Garrett?
it comes to, hey, man, that's one guy. That's one guy.
I don't know.
That's
I
one
don't
guy.
know.
You box that one guy with 2, and we'll see you later. I think he's gonna be able to air it out. Jamar Chase, I think, might have one of the best years of any wide receiver. I think he's primed for that as well too. This is gonna be a good year for the Bengals as far as their offense. I expect them to give up points.
Okay. You're supposed to ask me.
What do you expect, sir?
I expect Joe Cool to start off in his Final Four too, motherfucker.
Get me out of here, oh yeah.
Not only because I have him in fantasy football, because I just think because he started all 3 weeks of the preseason the first time ever. So I think they want to start out hot. Cleveland, I know you guys are going to be rowdy. I know your defense is going to bring it. And I know his O-line is going to struggle. But even then, he's still going to score 4 touchdowns on y'all punk asses, okay? What else do you expect?
I expect Baker Mayfield to go ape shit on the Falcons because that freaking wide receiver core that they got is insane. Abuka, Mike Evans. I can't wait till they get back Godwin. When they get back Godwin, they're gonna be tough. I hope we don't face them when they got Godwin. Goddamn it, that would suck. And then I expect the Dolphins to put up.
No. You're supposed to ask me.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, man.
What do you expect? My bad, brother. My bad.
I also expect Baker to show out against Atlanta, but I think that Baker Mayfield's gonna have only 2 touchdowns and then 2 touchdown rushing because he don't have his offensive weapons like he does today. but I expect him to get over 300 yards. Bet on that.
Mike
and
Evans?
I expect Mike Evans to score there. What do you expect?
I expect the Dolphins to air the hell out the ball against the Colts. Colts they ain't shambles, man. I mean, you got a running back, and that's all I can like give you. I don't got nothing else. Jonathan Taylor, that's all you got. So Jonathan Taylor is gonna go off. I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan Taylor's gonna go off. But the Dolphins, they're gonna eat.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat. I expect them to eat. What do you expect, sir?
I expect that Bryce will outplay Terra fucking Lawrence. All right?
Ooh,
Yes. Yes.
Cool,
That's a
nigga.
bold prediction, but I'm saying
Like-
it. In his house, Terror Lawrence is going to be outplayed by Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young has a brand new shiny weapon. I have it in fantasy, and I am starting him. Thank you very much, McMillan. Let's go. But I also seen a trend. Bryce Young ended up the season on fire, and he
Yeah.
even had the Chiefs on the ropes. So he ended up like that. He started the preseason looking like that, and I expect that to be like that against Jacksonville. Bryce Young outplays Terror Lawrence. What do you expect?
I expect the Steelers to be surgical versus the Jets. The Jets just a team that's trying to find its way and identity. The Steelers have it in Mike Tomlin. I expect a blowout as well there. What do you expect, sir?
I expect that Michael Penix Jr. will not have a good game. He will struggle. This is a strong Tampa Bay defense. However, he might start off shitty and end up okay towards the end of the game. So expect some fantasy points in Atlanta. What do you expect?
I expect Kyler Murray to actually have a good game against the
That's a
New
good
Orleans
one.
Saints. Why? Because the Saints are another team that's probably going to get a top 5 pick. And the Cardinals, they ain't got much, but it's more than what the Saints do. What do you expect?
I expect Drake May and Trayvon Henderson to run up the score on the Las Vegas Raiders with Stephon Diggs and company. If Drake May is who everybody says he is, if New England is supposed to be back, if it's going to take Oakland a few years to retool, then Drake May and company should win by at least 20 points. What do you expect?
I expect Brock Bowers to get all the touches.
Finish him.
What do you expect, sir?
I expect Aaron Rodgers to show the New York Trash what they wish they had the last 2 fucking years.
Fatality.
All right, so let's get to the 4 o'clock games, okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's get to the 4 o'clock games. In here, you have a matchup of the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward against the Denver Broncos, who are at home, okay, and favored. Then you have the San Francisco 49ers, retooled, healthy, except that CMC has a calf injury
Cool,
already.
nigga.
I mean, I think it's enough to say he's an injury.
Jay
All right. That's CMC's
I mean,
legs
that's
right there.
literally, he just, nah. He
In
probably-
Seattle, the 12th man. Okay. Then you have Detroit, which is the marquee matchup at the 4 o'clocks at Green Bay. This is a divisional matchup once again. And then you have the Houston Texans in Hollywood taking on Matthew Stafford and his back injury. His back is looking. Let's hope that doesn't linger for fantasy sakes. But I think that's another marquee matchup there. The 4 o'clock games are very good.
Yeah,
So
for real. Yeah.
let's run it back again. Round 2. What do you expect, brother?
I expect Cam Ward to struggle a lot in this game. But there's a silver lining. There's a silver lining to this. If he doesn't struggle, I mean, if that doesn't build his confidence up for the next for the rest of the season, I don't know what. Like this to me could be his make or break.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
What
Yes,
do you
it is.
expect?
I expect San Francisco to remind Seattle and Sam Darnold where the fuck he at. Seattle's going to bring it. It's not going to be a blowout game. But I believe Brock Purdy will outplay Sam Darnold and remind Sam Darnold this is no weak quarterbacks in this division. Wait till Call of Duty Kyler after November. But until then, looks like you might be the 4th because this is my territory, Jack. And I'm coming back for my division. What do you expect, bro?
I expect the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens to give us a hell of a football game.
No, it's only for the 4 o'clock games.
Oh, my bad. I expect okay, 4 o'clock. Let me see. I expect the Texans and Rams to have a pretty good game. I'm expecting the Texans to win though, because I think the Texans have what it take all around, and C.J. Stroud gonna have a bounce back year. What do you expect?
I agree. I expect C.J. Stroud to outduel Stafford. I think he's the better quarterback. He's rising, and he might show flashes of Super Saiyan. What do you expect, bro?
I expect the Seahawks in San Francisco to have a good divisional game, but I'm rolling with you, man. Purdy's not the problem in San Francisco. What do you expect?
I expect the Lions and the Packers to go 12 rounds. I expect a 30-something game. I'm going the over. I'm betting the over on both. Or not. I'm going to hedge my bet.
Or not.
Because if the Lions is healthy, if the Lions defense is healthy, and Green Bay and Michael Parsons are healthy, this might also be a low-scoring game. So either the offense takes off or defense reigns supreme and bet on the running backs. Actually, that's probably the smartest bet. Bet on Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, and Josh Jacobs anytime TD. What do you expect, bro?
I expect Jordan Love to finally arrive. I think Matthew Golden is good. Like he's being a little. They're underrating him. I'll say a little bit as a rookie. And I get it because he's a rookie, but I think he's got the goods, and I think he's gonna be able to air it out with him, and that's gonna be his Jamar Chase.
Okay.
What do you expect?
I expect Cam Ward to struggle as well. Going against that defense ain't going to be easy. Patrick Surtain is going to clamp Cortland Sutton, and Bo Nix is going to shine. That's what I expect from week 4. Let's go.
Finish him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The predictions are not over. Far from it.
Far from it.
So let's get to my game, the Sunday night football game. It's a matchup of the Ravens and the Bills. World War III, motherfucker.
Finish him.
Let's fucking go. I cannot wait. So the line started with the Bills being favored by 1.5, and it's deservedly so because they're at home and they beat them in the playoffs. Somehow, some way, the Lions shifted. Now the Ravens are favored by 1.5 on the road. Why is that? I wonder why. I just wonder why.
Give me a hell yeah.
I see this as a claim for the second best QB temporarily. What I mean by that is, for bragging rights right now, whoever wins this game can say, "Oh, that's the best QB," because some people feel like one stole the MVP because he's white, and the other ones they feel like he's the better quarterback regardless. So whatever. He beat him in the playoffs, so he had bragging rights then. However, the NFL Top 100 rankings voted by the players, vote Lamar as the number 1 QB in the league. We all know Pat Mahomes is, but that would make him number 2. So to me, this is the claim for second best QB, but temporarily, because if Josh Allen were to win this game, he could have bragging rights for now. But if he has a lesser season than Lamar at the end of the season, and Lamar has a better record, they're gonna say no, Lamar's the second best still. And if Lamar wins this game and Josh Allen outproduces him and vice versa, they'll say Josh Allen's the best QB. So it's only momentarily. I don't think this is going to last for much. But for now, this is claimed for the second best QB. Do you agree?
Yeah. I agree, and I got a question for you. Is Lamar Jackson Aaron Judge?
Why?
Because he can win it he can win it damn near every year.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like they gave it to. I feel like they gave it to Josh. It's not that. I don't feel like Josh outperformed Lamar in any statistic.
Yeah.
But they gave it to him because he had one more win. Keep giving it. They just can't keep giving it to one person. It was like Curry. They gave it to him. They gave it to him again.
They did have one more win.
Couldn't give it to him again. They
Listen.
Give it to someone else.
I said it last year. I'll give it to Josh Allen just because he has more wins, and that's it. I think it's Lamar, but you can't give it to Lamar every year. Josh Allen has more wins. Just give it to him. It's cool.
That's how I feel about Judge.
It's cool.
Judge
it makes a better rivalry.
Judge is the guy who every year has almost 50 home runs, hits over 300, and has over 100 RBI. He does it every year. OPS over 1,000 every year. But you can't just keep giving it to him. You gotta give it to someone else.
And who needs this W more? I think it's the Ravens.
Yeah, I think it's.
I think it's the Ravens.
I think for a psyche purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like don't start like drowning in quicksand because you lost one game to the Bills and now you lost another one to the Bills. Then they start thinking, start doubting that they can beat that team.
Well, this is the second year in a row they make us play week 1, the team that eliminated us in the playoffs a few months before.
Wow.
Last year in the playoffs, 2 years ago in the playoffs, we got eliminated at home in the AFC Championship game to Pat Mahomes, and week 1 we played Pat Mahomes. The Isaiah Likely toe game, where I wish I could chop it off, or he wore white shoes, one of the two.
Be cool, nigga.
The other one is the Bills beat us last playoff, and now week 1, guess who we play is Buffalo, and we're at Buffalo this time. So both games were in the road. Both games came down to the wire. And now let's see this game. This is why I call it World War III, because last year we beat them in the regular season. They beat us in the playoffs. And now let's see World War III. Let's see who wins this game. I also think we need it for another reason. We need it for another reason because of momentum. I want to start out strong. I want to have a win against a quality opponent early.
Yeah,
that's no better way to do it, especially against Josh Allen and the Bills, who are the conference rivals of us, who are trying to ascend the throne of Kansas City and obviously Philadelphia. But that's the reason I think the Ravens need this more. The Bills, some people will argue the Bills, but the thing about it is, out of all the elite teams, they have the easiest schedule. Okay, and that's the fact. And I'm not trying to say that Josh Allen and them can't beat good teams. They obviously can, but they can afford to lose this game because of the easy schedule they have. We cannot.
Yeah.
So I think it means a lot more for the Ravens for multiple reasons. What about you?
I think I'm gonna go with the Ravens because the Ravens, like I said, they lost that game, and just to, I guess like thinking like the first game of the season, you want to go 1-0. Everybody kind of wants to go 1-0, but like I said, for the psyche, just that's why I think they'll win this game. I think they'll win this game. And their roster is really good. The only thing that's hurting them is they're getting in their own way.
So what do you expect from this game?
I think this is gonna be, I'm thinking like 20. All right, what I'm expecting from this game is Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson put on a show. That's what they do every time they get on there. I expect their defense. I expect your defense to be really good and physical. I'm not too sure about the Bills. That's my only question mark when it comes to the Bills is their defense, because I think they have a great running back. I think they have a great quarterback. Wide receivers, that's also in question, but Lamar has all that. He has Mark Andrews. He has Zay Flowers. So he has a good wide receiver. He has a good tight end. That's where the Bills kind of are good, where they have their tight ends in Dawson and what's the other guy's name? I forget his name. Dawson Knox and Kincaid. Those two. So and him getting them the ball is good. That's where he thrives. But Lamar has way more weapons, and I think defensively, you guys will get it done.
I expect the Ravens to score over 30, maybe even 35, and the Bills not to. We are the better team. We have the better defense, the better roster, the better O-line, the better a lot of stuff.
Depth.
I think we have more depth, more experience than they do. This is a young team. They retooled a little bit. And I expect us to win soundly. The last time we played, we lost because of our mistakes. But we do that in the playoffs. We don't do like that in the regular season.
Yeah.
But it scares me that it's week 1 because we tend to come out sloppy. We did against the Raiders last year, so it could definitely happen. But
Yeah.
I think we're locked in. I think we want to win this ring, and I think
you guys want to win this game, especially this game.
And I think we're going to revert to the team that
No
did
one
not
did.
punt one time against these Buffalo Bills in the playoff that we lost. We didn't punt one time. We controlled the offense so much and just kept fucking up. If we don't fuck up, if we don't make mistakes, this is going to be a sound victory. I expect us to score over 35, maybe even 40. But I'll definitely say we're scoring 30.
I mean, you have
and
before.
they're not scoring 20. I mean, they're not scoring 30. They're going to stay in the 20s or lower.
You have beaten them that bad before, so it's
Yes,
not, it's
we
not
have the
impossible.
second best quarterback, the second best head coach quarterback combo, and the best roster out of the two teams. So I think that World War III would go to Baltimore, and I think we will cover
I
soundly.
think you guys got us too. I
We
think
have
your
an
loss is
elite-
better than ours too.
I think we have the elite defense that everybody expects on paper to show out. I expect turnovers and I expect sacks. Let's get it, baby. Let's fucking get it. Ravens 35, Bills 24.
I'm gonna say Ravens 27, Bills 14.
All right. So let's get to the Monday Night Football game. Here is the battle of the YN, okay? You have J.J. McCarthy versus Caleb Williams. The Vikes are favored a 1.5 on the road at Chicago. Soldier Field in Chicago. It's going to be a nice matchup. I think the reason that Vegas put the Vikings ahead in the spread is because everybody knows the Vikings have a better roster than the Bears. We just don't know how good the quarterback is compared to Caleb Williams or all the others. All right? I always try to remind everybody, before he got hurt last season, he beat out Sam Darnold in training camp. He was going to start over Sam Darnold. Look how Sam Darnold played. So we can only extrapolate that and hope he shines like we think he is. This is a battle of new Minnesota QB. Even though he was there last year, they never got to play one seasonal game with him. Versus a new Chicago head coach. Okay? So let's see which head coach QB combo wins this one, okay? Because Minnesota has a good coach, and let's see. This guy is his first time being Ben Johnson. He's an offensive coordinator. He's a great one, but we've never seen him as a head coach.
I'm expecting at least 5 sacks.
For Caleb Williams, that's an easy one.
Be cool, nigga.
I definitely expected an interception. What's the best case scenario in this game? I think J.J. McCarthy shows everybody that he was better than Sam Darnold. And the defense continues to play like they did last year, which was, I mean, they were the number one team to cause turnovers.
Yeah.
They were a
I
turnover machine.
was trying to think of a way to so for Caleb to have a really good game and Ben Johnson to show
That he's changing culture?
that he's really that guy.
Yes.
So that would be like for Chicago.
If Caleb Williams can just have like 220 something yards with 2 or 3 touchdowns, no interceptions,
No
show
fumbles,
promise,
no
and
fumbles,
try to get it to 2 sacks or less, you've shown promise.
no negative plays.
You've shown promise.
Try no negative plays. Just keep that in your head.
Is Patrick Mahomes too old now? What's up, Denali? What's up? Welcome back to the podcast. Brother.
Hell yeah!
Is Patrick Mahomes too old? No, he's just not what everybody expect him to be from the get-go. They want him to be able to throw and launch it like he did a few years back. But the thing about it is, Tyreek Hill changed that narrative. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Tyreek Hill is a special kind of wide receiver. You cannot take off the lid of the defenses at will like you used to without a Tyreek Hill.
That's
you
like
need to replace
losing.
him.
That's like losing an AJ Brown.
Yeah, you got to do it a different way, and it's not going to look the same. He's going to be able to do it, but it's going to look a different way, and that's what it is. Is that people have expectations that it's not met, and I don't put those expectations. I just know that they know how to win, and that's all that matters.
That's a fact.
That's all that really matters.
Finish him.
So I think that would be the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is if J.J. McCarthy throws a pick as his first pass. That would be that would make him look like Sam Darnold, because that's something Sam Darnold did. His first pass in the NFL was a pick 6 for the New York Trash. But see, only shit like that happens for the New York Trash. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the truth. Look it up. Look it up.
Remember the nigga last year?
They got him-
Corley or something like that, who dropped the ball before he got to the end zone.
Yeah. So, a brand new, shiny new quarterback that everybody had consensus number 1 in the draft, okay? Everybody said he was poised, he's pro ready, he's not going to be a mistake maker. He has accuracy, a great role model,
Sammy D.
good IQ, athleticism, strong arm, all of that. The very first fucking pass, pick six, Indiana. I was dead. I was dead. I was dead. While other New York Trash fans were embarrassed. Okay. And the same thing happened when they got Aaron Rodgers, a brand new shiny quarterback. They're talking Super Bowl here. The great Aaron Rodgers, and after one snap, they lose him. That's only shit that happens to them. We will get to that later. But I think the Vikings.
I'm gonna say 35-20.
Yeah.
That's what I'm leaning to.
I think the Vikings need this win more. I think the Vikings. I was gonna say the Bears originally because they're the ones that are the worst out of the bunch. But the Vikings need this for a few reasons. Number one, they have a very tough schedule because of how good they played last year. Number two, they have a very, very strong division to play against, so any divisional win is a must. And number three, I expect Vikings to make or at least fight for the playoffs. I don't expect the Bears to. So to me, just that alone makes it to where the Vikings need this more.
The fact that we know that Chicago's gonna lose this game is like, I agree.
Yes, I think they're the ones that need this game more because exactly like you said, even Vegas expects the Bears to lose this game because they don't have the roster to make the playoffs right now. I don't think so. They may have the quarterback, but they don't have the roster. They don't have the defense. They don't have the O-line. They don't have it all like that. So we'll see.
They might have the quarterback.
Yeah, they might have the quarterback, but we don't know if the O-line will help him and all that other shit for the time being. They've got more shit to do. They got more shit to take care of.
Stop comparing people to greats like Mahomes and before they even throw a pass in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. Nick Wrong. That's for you, Nick Wrong. That's for you.
Fatality.
I think J.J. McCarthy is actually going to have a good game, and he's going to show out. But we will get to that later. All right. I think it's time for that most beloved segment.
Hell yeah.
I think it's time for that. It is time for the players under pressure, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Players Under Pressure is brought to you by us, the Pressure Podcast, motherfucker. What we do, for those who are new to this program, we like to put players under pressure right before the weekly schedule of the games go on Saturday. That's why we do Saturday nights right before the Sunday night game.
Give me a hell yeah!
Before we get to that, I just have a few things to say. A player under pressure is Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has to go into the Green Bay locker room and get that defense rolling like he had the Cowboys when he was at his best. I need you to have 2 sacks on Jared Goff, no less. You're the highest paid non-QB of all time. The pressure is on you. Micah Parsons, you got paid, yes, but now the pressure's on you to perform and earn your paycheck. Because all everybody's going to say in your podcast on the comments is overpaid, overrated, overpaid, overrated. That's all they're going to say if you don't show up against Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
I think that is the guy with the most pressure, if you ask me.
He has to remember, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, said, and quote, that the Cowboys have made a move that is better for the team. So they think they're better off without Micah Parsons. That's the pressure that Micah Parsons is facing. He has the pressure of not proving Jerry right. Jerry, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones right. That's the pressure that's on him right now.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
Good take.
There's pressure on the new the new D-line of the Buffalo Bills with Boza in them against my Ravens. It will be on Sunday Night Football. They spent a lot of money and assets to go get these guys. So I think
haven't stayed healthy.
Yeah, and they haven't stayed healthy. So for a premier team from where he just came from compared to now, the pressure's on him to perform and help Josh Allen get over the hump.
Absolutely.
Another person I wanted to mention is the coach of the Miami Dolphins, Mike McDaniels. The pressure's on him to perform. He's the coach with the hottest seat in the business right now. If he could keep Tua in his 2 legs on the fucking field, if he can formulate that, get to Tua's head, stop diving head first, stop taking risky hits, protect yourself at all times.
Let him know he's not
and
that.
get the ball out quicker. Okay, use the weapons that you have. You have a lot. Okay, you could run up. I've seen you run up 70. So get this going, brother, because this is your last chance in a conference that's only getting stronger. I mean, if Cam Ward pans out, that's another quarterback you could add to the C.J. Stroud and Joe Burrow and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure's on you. But we are rated M for millennials, motherfuckers.
Finish him.
When we put players under pressure, we put them in the gravity room. Because in Dragon Ball Z, before the Cell games began, there were two special places they go. One is the hyperbolic time chamber. It's a weird room with empty space where you could train a whole year's worth in one motherfucking day. All right? The other one was the gravity room, which is what we prefer. You turn up the gravity, turn up the pressure. And then you perform and do, you know what I'm saying? It's a room that basically multiplies Earth's gravity times however you can handle. All right? So let's go with your gravity room.
Let's start it at 20G.
Yes, sir.
We have in here Mahomes. Mahomes, you're 0-1. I put you in. I put you in there because next week it's a big game, man. I think this might be a must-win just so that you can get the vultures off your back. So it's a big game next week against the Eagles. So I put you in there in the pressure room. I got Lamar Jackson in there. The reason why I got Lamar in there is because last year in the playoffs didn't go well. You know, made a mistake, made a few mistakes. But hey, now you get to redeem yourself. This Sunday night at 8:20 p.m. I was looking at the division. 8:20 p.m. and redeem yourself against a team you weren't able to beat. Now I have Josh Allen in there because you're the MVP. So I have to put you under pressure. But just 20G.
Goddamn, white boy.
Let's move on to the next room here. C.J. Stroud. Not the greatest a year. Reason I didn't put you higher is because you did have a solid playoff game without any weapons. I respect that. But I still got to put you under pressure because I need you to perform better. Next up, Jordan Love. I'm expecting a lot out of you, man. I think it's time for you to start showing us who you are. Because we're starting to think you're inconsistent. But if you show us this year, then you'll move up. Then I got Jaden Daniels there because I'm not expecting him to have a sophomore slump. And I'm expecting him to be the captain of the boat. Just be you, cool, calm, collected, like you were last year. You got all the talent in the world and the mental, and your mom won't let you get out of hand either. On to the next. We have Joe Burrow there. Reason why I have him in there is because he's gonna have to go Super Saiyan 2 on these motherfuckers. He's gotta go crazy because his offense is the only way they're gonna survive with that defense. Then I have Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, you got paid, man. It's time to start.
What the fuck?
It's time to start doing something. It's time to start doing something because this is your last year. I don't think they're gonna want you there. The fans, anybody, if this continues on after next year. Then I have Tua in there. Tua. The only thing you need to do is stay healthy, man. Stop thinking that you're coordinated with your legs. You're not. You're not an athletic guy. You're not Lamar. You're not even Kyler with the legs. But you do have that arm though. And you are accurate with that arm. You make anticipatory throws and just continue to do that and you'll be fine. Those are the guys I have on the pressure.
Not a bad list, brother. Not a bad
Give
list.
me a hell yeah.
All right, let's get to my players under pressure. So when I put them in the gravity room, I give these guys special instructions. So let's check the 20 times gravity, low gravity room, okay? The YNs are here. I only put YNs in the low gravity room because YNs can't handle pressure from what I see. And yes, I said it.
Cool, nigga.
In here you will find Bryce Young, J.J. McCarthy, and Michael Penix Jr. And I gave him simple instructions for week 1 because it's only week 1. For Bryce Young, I told him to show up. Show up like I saw you in the last few games of the season and the preseason and how I expect you to show up. And I'm not just saying that because McMillan is my fantasy receiver, motherfucker.
Finish him.
In there, I also got J.J. McCarthy. His instructions to show out. It is Monday Night Football. It's the first time the world gets to see you in an elite roster. Do what you do best. And that's just show out. So do that, motherfucker.
Finish him.
Michael Penix, show off. Show off your arm talent. Show off all the weapons you got. You're going to get your ass beat because I don't think your team is good enough to beat the Baker when he's on fire. But if you can just minimize the damage and show some potential, show off a little bit, and you'll be good to go. Let's get to the 50-time gravity room. In here, you have more of elite players. I put Jaden Daniels in here, Aaron Rodgers, and Trevor Lawrence. I don't like calling him Trevor. I call him Terror. And I also gave them simple instructions. For Jaden Daniels, is to throw out. Just throw out everything and throw out Russell Wilson from your fucking stadium. Throw out the New York Giants out of your stadium and make sure the dart signals start coming in. We want to retire Russell Wilson. We're done with him. Then we got Aaron Rodgers. Throw up. As soon as you land in that experimental piece of land they have the nerve to call Jersey. Throw up. Puke. The disgust that you were there for 2 years should be enough to just puke. But as soon as you smell the grit and dirt and gutter of Jersey, just throw up and give the Jets what the fuck they deserve, motherfucker.
Finish him.
And for you, Trevor Lawrence, I don't trust you, but I'll give you instructions. Throw it. Throw it and throw it and throw it. Fuck Travis Etienne Jr. Nobody has him in fucking fantasy, and I'm not saying that because I don't have him in fantasy. I'm saying that because I want to see BT eat and your new weapon in Travis Hunter.
BT
I want to see
better
BT.
eat him.
So
Nah, that's
hit
all I have.
BT, throw it at BT and Travis Hunter. Let's go to the next room. 100 times gravity for you, motherfucker. In here, you will find Caleb Williams, Baker Mayfield, and Justin Fields. I raised the bar a little bit for these guys. I also gave them instructions. Prove me right, Caleb. Prove me right that you're going to get outplayed by J.J. fucking McCarthy. You're going to take 5 sacks. You're going to take a long time to throw the football. You don't belong anywhere near above Lamar Jackson in Mahomes Mountain. Prove me right. Fuck you. And then next is Baker Mayfield.
Nigga.
Prove me right. You are a top 10 quarterback. You have same blood, and you're going to shine out there in ATL. You're going to quiet that crowd as best you can. Prove me right. Justin Fields, prove me right.
I can't believe you put it.
The New York Trash are not a real organization. It's not your fault. You're going to fumble. Your teammates are going to fumble. Your defense is not going to play as good as everybody says, and you're going to lose against Schittsburg. Prove me right. Now it's time for 400 times gravity. Only the elite players play here. Only special players handle this room. In here you find Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson as Super Saiyan 2 in their final form. I don't have to give them instructions. They're in the lab. They know what the fuck they got to do. And I'm not saying that because I have Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson as my fantasy quarterbacks. Motherfucker.
Fatality.
That's the players under pressure for week 1, guys. That's how it is right there. That's a good sesh.
Yeah, that was good.
Appreciate you, Denali, King Jamie, and all the viewers. We will be back on Monday midnight, to recap the games and Monday Night Football. What we learned after 1 week.
Tomorrow is Sunday.
I cannot wait. I don't think I'm going to sleep. Football is here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God. The Pressure Podcast is coming to you live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at Pressure Podcast Live on YouTube. The podcast reviewer has saved. You have a webcam, we will send you a web link. Put you on a little screen back there, hop on the mic, and talk your shit. We are here to just banter, like after the games. Basically, like you do at a bar, or you do at the chat line, or you do at the Xbox or PlayStation game lobbies. You just talk shit of what you just saw and continue on with your day.